Hello guys, I'm Firefist. I'm gonna talk today about Fatal Fury City of the Wolves, why the game failed, and why maybe in the future it can win, So let's get into it. Everybody knows Fatal Fury City of the Wolves is not doing great. It's selling pretty poor. I don't know how many people play this game actually. It's not great. It's not great at all. So we're gonna talk about the points of why. Why did this happen? All right. So first point, it's an old IP. All right. Fatal Fury is a very old IP. Like most of young people don't know anything about Fatal Fury. I know Fatal Fury. I know Garo. I know Real Bout. I know that stuff because I'm an old guy. I was following fighting games at the time of Street Fighter. The other fighting game was Fatal Fury, so I know about it. I love Fatal Fury. That was 26 years ago or something, even more than that. That was in the 90s. So first of all, it's a very old IP. Everybody knows Terry Bogard, I guess, in the fighting game community, thanks to Smash. But do people know Terry Bogard from Fatal Fury? I don't know, maybe from King of Fighters, but Terry Bogard comes from Fatal Fury. Old IP, all right, very old stuff. One of the things I noticed is the first beta, right? So when SNK, before the game was released, there was a first beta. So SNK released the first beta and it was terrible. It was really bad. I know some guys who play Street Fighter 6 and other fighting games, and they were motivated to get into the first beta of the game. And they did, and that was a very bad experience, So first of all, the UI, the menus, they look ugly, and the music is shit. It's totally bad. So the first impression of the game is not good. And then you try to find some friends online. And it was impossible to find anybody online, and the online was bad. It was broken. The network was just bad. So first you couldn't find your friends, and then when you found them, it was just there was lag and everything. Also, you couldn't just wait in a training room and try your character while you were waiting for matchmaking. So you were just waiting for minutes and minutes, sometimes 10 minutes to find a match. It was awful. So I know most of the guys, they just gave up. The stages they chose for the beta were just bad. You had the train, the Terry Bogard level, the stage, the train was just very, very bad because you have the background in 30 frames per second. So me too, my first impression was why do you show this to people? Why isn't it 60 frames per second for the background? And then the training room just looks like a PS2 game. It was wow, the impression was so bad. All right, so first beta was bad. Second beta was much better. Was improvement, but the people that just left. I mean, most of the guys I knew who wanted to try the game, they tried it with the first beta. They didn't come back for the second one. That was it. Most of the time, that was it. So then we had the thing with the characters, the guest characters. We had Ronaldo and DJ Guy, right? And also the last people who were still okay with the game and still okay to just go for the game, once they saw that news, they were devastated. They were what the hell? I don't want to play with a football guy in the game. I don't want to have a DJ that I've never heard about before. Why the hell do you have guest characters like this? So maybe on SNK's side, that was wow, we're gonna get some newcomers, new people into this game because of this, but that was such a bad move. It was just terrible. And I have to say, at the time I pre-ordered the game, I already paid for the game, so I was do I cancel my pre-order? But if at the time I had not pre-ordered the game, I think I would not about it. Maybe for that reason only. So it was bad. It was a very bad move. Right now, the main issue for Fatal Fury is that the game doesn't look like a game coming out of 2026. Because you have games like Guilty Gear Strive, which are beautiful. You had Dragon Ball Fighters a few years ago that looked amazing. It just looked like the Dragon Ball anime. And you have a game like Street Fighter 6 that you may not like the style of the game. It has a really specific look to it. But 3D is really peculiar with the Resident Evil, the RE engine. But the animations are amazing. I think the animations are really neat. They're really, really big work on the animation. Even the costumes look amazing. And Fatal Fury looks so much cheaper. I mean, I understand why they can put out so many so many characters, DLC characters all the time. Like Street Fighter 6 takes a lot of time to make a character, but like Fatal Fury, boom, that's it. Just like 2 more characters just there, just because they're easier to make. So I don't think the game is ugly. I'm used to playing Fatal Fury the way, with the look it has, with the animation it has. I'm fine with that. But compared to the other games in our time, it's so far away, So it's better than King of Fighters 15 or 14. They look terrible to me because everything is terrible. I think like the animation is really bad. So animation is much better in Fatal Fury. There's no discussion on this, but it's still not there, and you can't really compare with Street Fighter. For these reasons, I think it's hard. It's tough. Like again, the UI, the menus look pretty bad, but like the menus music are like, wow, man. It's like you start the game and already like most of people they won't play the game because they don't like the menus. They don't want to be in the game. So I think the SNK should really like revamp, try to change the whole thing. These bad points, it's SNK making mistake after mistake after mistake, and it's very sad to see. Here's what I think they can do to have better sales and have more casuals come to the game to play the game. So I think their strategy with having the DLC characters the way they do, like having the DLC characters coming out pretty fast, I think that's a very good strategy. Last year we had quite a bunch of them, and this year in 6 months we have 6 characters. I think that's awesome. It's like 1 character every month is super good delivery. You don't have to wait like 3 or 4 months to get a character. That's awesome. We don't know what's gonna happen at the middle of the year. After 6 months, after 6 characters are out, what happens? Is it finished? The game is over, or do they do like season 3 with, I don't know, maybe 6 more characters until the end of the year, 1 character every month, or maybe 4 characters? Nobody knows. But I think this is a very good strategy. We see the competition. They spend a lot of money to have the pros play the game, keep on playing the game, and maybe the pros can attract the people who are following them. So it's a strategy in itself. It costs a lot of money, that's for sure. But I don't know if that works a lot. For me, I think the coming of Kenshiro, the DLC character Kenshiro, is a very good idea because it's a loved character. Everybody loves Kenshiro. The old guys like me, we are the main public for Fatal Fury, and we love Kenshiro. We know Hokuto no Ken from a long time ago, from our childhood. So definitely, I'm pretty sure a lot of people will play the game just for that character. And if they can come up with other characters like this, like all-time guys. I'm not saying you should put Son Goku in the game. I'm not saying that because I don't think Son Goku will fit in the game. But Kenshiro is the kind of DLC character you want to see in the game. And instead of like Ronaldo, nobody wants to see the guy there. I would say I would be happy if they could just take Ronaldo and the DJ guy and just like kick them out of the game. That would be great. I'd love that. But okay, I think they will never do that. But to be fair, the only real thing they can do to get people into this game is the graphics, is the presentation. It's like they could start with the menus, right? To try to make the game more appealing to people when they start the game. Because I tell you that the menus, like this yellow and black and these disgusting 3D and faces and stuff, like put portraits. I mean, in the game you can choose between the SNK mode or the Street Fighter 6 mode, right? To have like you have some Street Fighter 6 portraits, some beautiful drawings. They're amazing. Why isn't this by default? And why don't they make the same thing with for the SNK Fatal Fury? Like the presentation. I mean, come on, it looks so much better. So first of all, I think that should be the UI. They should like redesign the whole UI to make it more appealing. But then it's the game itself. Like, I mean, one can dream, and I would dream for them to take the game and to give it to like a good team from Arc System or whoever can do the proper drawings, and just redo the whole thing. Like the system stays the same, the hitboxes stay the same, everything stays the same, but just the presentation, the graphics, like some guys work on it, and it's like like a couche, like a layer on top of the game, just makes the game beautiful. I know it's the way I say it is like sounds like, wow, what are you talking about? But like that's really the only way they can appeal to everybody, because the game looks outdated. I mean, I love the game. I don't care what it looks like. I'm into the game. I play it. I love it. I'm fine with it. But like the normal guy is not gonna like the game just because of the way it looks. Because if you compare to other games, it's just come on. It's like it's outdated. It's old. I wish SNK was clever enough to know where they have to spend money and where they can save the cash. Because gameplay wise, Fatal Fury is just great. It's a great game to play. But presentation in nowadays is everything. Like if Strive can sell so many copies, it's because the game looks amazing. I don't think you can beat that. As long as the game looks the way it looks, which is fine for me, but I think it's always going to be like very special. It's on the same, it's competing with Street Fighter 6. I don't think Street Fighter 6 looks amazing, but I think Street Fighter 6 looks amazing in movement. Like the look of it is very special. I'm not so much into it, but in movement, it's great. Like the supers, when you see a super on screen, you're like, wow, that looks cool. When you see a super, like a hidden gear in Fatal Fury, I'm like, what the hell is this? Come on, guys. So, great game, great gameplay. We have crossplay, we have good matchmaking, we have a good netcode. I mean, it will be. I think it will be fine. It will do good if the game just looked better, and it doesn't. And there's no game mechanic. There's maybe some characters will help, but the Street Fighter 6 is such a big game right now. I mean, I'm in China, and people, they used to be like, it was very hard to find people playing Street Fighter 5 or even Dragon Ball. And most of the people that were playing Smash, they were gathering to play Smash. But now, like, you find a place where people play Street Fighter 6, and it's a lot of people coming. It's amazing. It's amazing. And City of the Walls is like, it wants to be Street Fighter 6, but man, you gotta get these graphics going. So hopefully SNK is clever in the future and understands that the presentation of the game is super important, because for everybody, SNK games were the most beautiful games at the time. Like long time ago, the animation was great. Like the first time I saw Kim Kafwan super moves in Fatal Fury 2, I was blown away. I was like, what the hell is that? And now their games are very stiff. I have to say, Fatal Fury City of the Walls is much better than King of Fighters 15. I mean, it's slowly getting there, but they need to really rethink the strategy here. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one. And until then, don't get yourself killed. See ya.